Good, happy Sunday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Sunday evening, so let's begin. First up, if you missed our morning broadcast or our afternoon broadcast, let's get you caught up on the COVID-19 in New Hampshire. DHHS identifies 27 new positive COVID-19 tests in New Hampshire. State's total rises to 214. New patients include 17 women, 9 men, and 1 boy under the age of 18, officials say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Okay, mother and child in vehicle. Mother is unable to exit the vehicle. Injuries. Well, tonight, 27 new positive test results of COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 26 are adults. 1 is a male under the age of 18. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Charisse LeClaire. There have now been 214 cases diagnosed here in New Hampshire. Cases are identified in residents of every county but Coos. 8 of the new cases had no identified risk factors of travel or exposure to another confirmed case. Now, across the country, deaths have now surpassed more than 2,000. There are more than 122,000 cases. The 17 states highlighted on this map all have at least 1,000 cases. New York continues to have the most, with more than 44,000. Now, the message continues to be stay home, save lives. Granite Staters now living under coronavirus-related restrictions. New Hampshire's stay-at-home order is in effect until May 4th. The governor now asking travelers from out of state for non-work-related reasons to voluntarily self-quarantine if they plan to stay here for any length of time.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Now let's take a look at this diagram and graphic to help you get a better understanding of the COVID-19 in New Hampshire. $214 number of people in New Hampshire who have tested positive for COVID-19. 681,706 number of people worldwide who have tested positive. 2 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 300 number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. Sorry, 33. My bad. 2,191 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. 0 cases in Coos, 28 cases in Grafton, 8 cases in Carroll, 9 cases in Belknap, 12 cases in Stratford, 14 cases in Merrimack, 2 cases in Sullivan, 2 cases in Cheshire, 53 cases in Hillsborough, and 86 cases in Rockingham. Rockingham has the most cases. New cases each day in New Hampshire, as you can see in the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations, and in the red are the deaths. Your common symptoms: fever, cough, and difficult breathing. How it spreads. And prevention tips. Small businesses in New Hampshire feeling impact of COVID-19. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
Josh Hines is the proud owner of 3 local businesses that sit in the heart of downtown Dover.
That consists of Best of Times Barbershop, Stronghold Barbershop, and Tokens Tap Room.
But you may notice his uniform doesn't match that of a bartender or barber. That's because Josh now stocks shelves at the local Hannaford supermarket to provide some life to his businesses as they sit closed during the state's stay-at-home order. It's a job Josh says he's also proud of and knows he's lucky to have.
They've been great to me, great staff, great company to work for.
Earlier this month, Josh closed down the arcade bar after restaurants were ordered to switch to takeout only. But he still had his 2 barbershops to lean on. That is, until all non-essential businesses were ordered to close this week.
It was something that we all knew was coming, but just the reality of it, it's kind of like a sucker punch. It was just, it hit hard.
Leaving Josh and other business owners with no income.
I agree that that was probably the best call for public health and safety, but as far as small businesses go, they're accruing a tremendous amount of debt right now that some of them aren't going to be able to bounce back from, unfortunately.
Right now, he's hoping support will arrive as the closure continues.
Small businesses are shutting down, but their bills aren't. So the right thing to do would be to have the banks freeze bills, freeze mortgages.
And in the meantime, Josh says he and his fellow business owners are just really asking the public to remember their local mom and pop shops and their local small businesses once this order is lifted. Reporting in Dover, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Coronavirus in Massachusetts, Sunday, March 29th update. Let's take a look. The new cases, 698. Tested, 39,600. Total cases, 4,955. And hospitalizations, 399, and deaths, 48. Two more coronavirus-related deaths reported in Maine, CDC says. Let's take a listen to that video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
The New Hampshire Department of Corrections has immediate openings for corrections officers. Apply today.
Some breaking news to bring you this afternoon. 2 more deaths have been now recorded in Maine from COVID-19. The individuals were a woman in her 80s and a man in his 60s, both from Cumberland County. Both were hospitalized at the time of their deaths. The first recorded death in Maine from the coronavirus outbreak was reported on Friday. That was a man who is also in his 80s from Cumberland County. As of today, the Maine CDC has reported 253 positive cases of COVID-19. Of those patients, 45 have been hospitalized at some point, and a total of 41 have since recovered.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Coronavirus live updates. Como says New Yorkers feel under attack. The U.S. now has over 135,000 cases and more than 2,000 deaths. More than 33,000 people have been killed around the world as the amount of novel coronavirus cases continue to skyrocket. with the number of diagnosed COVID-19 cases globally surpassing 710,000 on Sunday. The number of cases has grown extraordinarily in a matter of weeks. Last Thursday, there were 500,000 cases worldwide, which was double the number of worldwide coronavirus cases from a week before. The U.S. stood more than 135,000 diagnosed coronavirus cases on Sunday, according to data compiled by the Centers for System Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. There were at least 2,381 deaths in the country. At least 148,000 people have recovered from the virus during this pandemic. Here are your today's biggest headlines. Dr. Fauci says U.S. could see 100,000 to 200,000 deaths. The biggest assistance package in history may not be enough, Cuddle says. Globally, deaths top 30,000. Trump will not use enforcement quarantine in New York. U.S. cases cross 135,000 deaths, top 2,000. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and bye, everyone.